God determines truth. Apart from it, you can't have a coherent argument. You said that there is no absolute truth. So she says that life begins when someone takes their first breath. That's her opinion. That's not founded on any absolute truth. So her argument is done away with. What is the standard of truth in your worldview? Why are you here arguing? If there is no right, there is no wrong, there is no absolute truth, then why are you here arguing at all? Because God's word says, thou shalt not murder. Tell me from your foundation, why are you here arguing if there is no truth? You believe there's no truth. Truth is not absolute in your worldview. Thou shalt not murder. There's my standard. God's word. Truth is not relative. Truth is absolute, right? So why are you here arguing? What is your standard? Is truth relative?
I just said truth is relative.
Okay, so why are you arguing, right? I don't agree with you. They don't agree with you. Why are you here arguing? There is no right and wrong in your worldview. So why are you here arguing? Because you're created in the image of God and you know that human rights matter, but they have to be on God's standard. Think about it. If there is no absolute truth, if there is no right and wrong, why are you here arguing for women's rights?
Because women should have rights.
Should they? Based on what? Based on what?
What do you think?
You don't have you don't have no standard. So this guy, someone over here disagrees with you, right? Why should women have rights? I'm asking you, why should they? Right, so the baby in the womb should have rights, correct? Right? But I'm exposing your argument. You don't have a foundation for arguing. It's your opinion, right? And then her opinion might be different. Someone else's opinion. Why should women have rights in your worldview?
Why do you feel like you should control
Everyone should have the right to choose. Okay, what about the baby in the womb?
It has not taken a breath.
It's a human being. It's a human being created in the image of God.
Alive until their first breath.
No, ma'am. What scripture? What scripture?
Jewish tradition.
Which one? You don't know.
I don't believe in God.
I know.
think it's a
So why are you stepping into a worldview that you don't believe in?
Because I grew up believing it, and I knew it was
And you've
wrong.
denied it now.
It has kept women.
What about the baby in the womb? What about the baby in the womb, man?
Has not taken a breath.
So, when does life begin? So until it takes a breath, it's not a life? That's what you're telling me in your worldview? Ma'am, that argument doesn't work. When does life begin? When they breathe? So what about people?
That's a worldwide view, or is it just because your truth is relative?
No, I'm giving you an absolute standard that life begins at conception.
Every single person believes that, and that's every.
Well, it doesn't matter what you believe because truth is outside of us. I don't determine truth, neither do you.
Why are you
Because God says that God determines truth. God determines truth. Apart from it, you can't have a coherent argument. You said that there is no absolute truth. So she says that life begins when someone takes their first breath. That's her opinion. That's not founded on any absolute truth. So her argument is done away with.
conception date versus birth date?
What? That's because our culture has decided to do it that way. That doesn't mean that life begins at birth. How do we determine when life begins, y'all?
How do you determine it?
Well, science has confirmed what the Bible has already told us. He just showed you. He just showed. Come on down, I'll show you.
Besides your propaganda, there could be actual facts.
Come on down, I'll show you.
So that's why we do that.
I'll show you the truth right now.
When people share their experiences, their personal experiences, if people out
Okay.
there back them up, you know, like women, there are women right now. That's why
Give me some sort of.
all over the world.
All right, so do you want Wikipedia? Do you want Princeton University? Do you want Princeton University? Did you want Princeton University? I got Princeton University too. I guarantee you've gone to Wikipedia to look up some fact in your day, haven't you? Absolutely. So it doesn't count in my place.
As relevant as this, though, I would.
But ma'am, I could tell you that here's Princeton University. Do you want to see Princeton University? Come on down. I'll show you. Life begins at conception. Right here, a fertilized ovum, according to PrincetonUniversity.edu. Okay, there's your proof. Can you leave? Can you leave? See, it doesn't matter about the truth that you do or don't have. The truth is you're in rebellion against God and His truth. And therefore you are supporting the murder of innocent children. It doesn't matter about facts in your worldview. You've traded in facts. Of course, I just showed them to you. From Princeton University. See, it doesn't matter about the facts, y'all. You know what you're doing is wrong, but you continue to do it anyways.
60 million murdered in our country, that's a scary count. Wombs become a death camp, trash can, a burial. American Holocaust, more than all the soldiers lost in every single war. It's